sing the good life to Margot, planting beantek and hardo. She'd rather escargot, the bardo, classy type. I'm on some ashy shy, that's just what Ali's like. Crystalline Malachi, tipping the balance, right foot in the grave. Murder rappers like Shook, that's why they shook in the cage. They won't be looking for days. My ape's quick to smell, you cantankerous bastard. Rap victim Eldrew, I don't believe it. Take it up with Mr. Brit's ass. Filthy like calling you an amateur kick ass. Shit ass, wanna get your blast tight, holler fam. I turn lyric to a hard night hologram. You getting mad cause your spars might follow down and white eye Mars. Put the cars in the dollar fam. Colin Yam dickheads never sunny the sun cold. Tinny's on the couch looking bomby with arms low. Do your tip, poop set it. Clumsy as Frank, ooh better, you get it. Some others do have them and might not mean to say how you rhyme like that, cause I'm not free. Do your tech, poops at it, clumsy as Frank, ooh better, you get it. Some others do have them and might not mean to say how you rhyme like that, cause I'm not free. The damp's rising, better call Rigsby. Casual racism is blazing in history. Citizen Smith still raising a fist. See, they'll come for your goods if you slip like Slipstream. They won't find me catching at Desmond's, chatting to Pork Pie, watching the Jetsons. Little did they know it was a setup from the get-go. The Peckham Prince of the Luther Stacto. Read it in the metro, next day commuting. Headline crooks with a set way to do things. That's why we're living on a shoestring. And the trains always late, we're slaves to money and new things. Who thinks the government is happy with a dumber mind? To play Jesus to sip the last of the summer wine. Another grind makes the tracks too bonkers. I get down, boy, you run me and sees you clunkers. To your tech, poops at it, clumsy as Frank, ooh better, you get it. Some of us do have them and might not need to say how you rhyme like that, cause I'm not free. To your tech, poops at it, clumsy as Frank, ooh better, you get it. Some of us do have them and might not need to say how you rhyme like that, cause I'm not free. Da 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 day. Da 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 day. Da 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 day. Yo, Noah, come to the stage, mate. So the next up on the open mic is Noah. Hand it over to you, bro.
Hello, hello. Gonna liven up the mood a little bit after all that really deep stuff. Congrats to all the performers. Yo. Check. Check. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 I'm settling these settlements and subtly I'm setting in. It's a stepping stone, stepping in this mess I'm in. I'm wrecking all these records, recollecting recent recklessness, creeping through this resonance, wrestling representatives, cultivating consciousness, contemplating creatively, creeping through the consonants, constantly coming chill with me. Evil entities entertain themselves with ecstasy, ending every evolutionary means to see. Demons digging deeper down, discovering duality, darkening our days with death and dancing round our destiny. Money makes the man and man mistakes himself maliciously. Moving means improving, maybe missing out was meant to be. Weaker words were worsened when the writer works intensively. Waiting, waking, waving while his world is wielding guiltily. Interest is intellect, I disrespect intensively. Idiots in innocence impressed with adult imagery of sarcasm is my last anthem. Past rapping, this is D'Artagnan fighting up his brothers with a large bat and start clapping. Charge at them in a sharp fashion. Bars packing with the dark matter. I'm escalating, turning to a mental patient, staring to the soul of Satan whilst I take a shit and face him test his patience. Stab him in the back like I'm Jason, he counter-attacks like Renaissance, yo. All these excavating pagans trying to make a second statement. It's so fucking fake and blatant, trying to exclude truth just so they can make a statement. Conversating, jaws are aching. They're born to be basic, yo. Let me give your girl a lesson. I'll make your sister pregnant just by being in her presence. Misconception, just a product of her obsolescence. She'll need an intervention, you should bring antidepressants. Adolescence isn't pleasant when you're lacking essence. 7 sins every second with a different weapon. Don't be jealous, I'm a menace when I script the sentence. Born in heaven but unpleasant, I am omnipresent. Killing and winning it with a minimum interest. Venomous filaments are inserted inside your head. Settling better than weather, whether I lesser the pressure or sever this pressure. You're a contender like Vivo Vendetta. Yeah. Up next is a human being I don't know called Ray. Drake. I've no idea what it's called. Oh, this lovely lady here. There you go.
This is called 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. and the voices are calling. I want nothing more than to crawl onto your lap and hide until sunrise. But you're not here. You went away when I needed you most, like the smell after rain, fading. Your voice is fading from my memories, and I want to cling to the sound of your laughter. I rack my brain and go out of my mind remembering. A smile, a hug, the way you said my name when I was in trouble. But the days passed and all I'm left with is a hole in my heart, in my life, when you used to reside. The last memory of you is the worst, but it's the one that comes to me at 2 a.m. when I'm losing my grip and I need you. I will always need you. You never knew all the answers, but you made the questions easier to stomach. I can't stomach the days without you. They tell me time's a healer, but I don't want to heal the wounds your absence gave me, because it'd be too much like forgetting. I want to choke up watching Rocky Horror and listening to Jury. You know, hit me with your rhythm stick. These are the things only I know. Well, you'd know, but you're not here for the in-jokes. So I'll laugh loud enough for 2 until once again it's 2 a.m. and I want nothing more than to crawl into your lap and you're still not here. Thank you.
This is called Love You, which is really cheesy. Dot my I's, then miss them out. Easy to pretend I can't be broken by a misplaced word, an overheard conversation that says you don't say your I's by design. Maybe you're smarter than I am. Keep the emotions buried deep inside, keep me guessing and twisting and turning and dancing to a tune that I don't recognize, even though I try to stick to a beat that slows down and speeds up with every second breath I hear through an embrace. Or I want to whisper in your ear these declarations of a love I'm too afraid to give words, because it's easier to think of you through the lyrics of love songs. Find a place in someone else's heart where I can pretend we fit between the lines, find you and me and draw us in the margins. Even though we don't belong in the words on my tongue, but if I don't admit, I can't be hurt. You can't ignore my sentiment if I borrow someone else's. Sometimes I'd rather be silent than know you can break me with a glance. Thanks.
He did not flinch. Didn't even recognize his own hands when they were smeared in the blood of his own people. He did not flinch. His heart did not shudder and his face didn't turn pale when reminded of God's wrath. I didn't need to read the obituaries to know which families had died this month. I knew them by name. I knew each child by their smile, and every smile had a story, and behind every pair of eyes there is a life full of stories. And as for the tyrant, he will feel the weight of Yemeni bones on his chest, making it hard for him to breathe. He will hear the unsilencing cries of children seep through his coffin, screaming, "Let us live." Leaving the Yemeni people to wonder, does a tyrant not remember these hands that fed him? Does a tyrant not remember his own childhood on these dusty streets that which mothers are now being killed in front of their own children? Does a tyrant not remember the ocean of waving hands parading his victory? The same hands that are now curled up into fists, chanting, "Lam nastaslim, la taslim." You can push, shove, break me, kill my family, rape me, try to shatter my faith, I will not fall. This poem is for those who are still standing, still waiting for the day we can all sit together. When we can build homes out of abandoned tanks and drink from old grenades, there will be a day. When students read about this from their textbooks, when our revolution becomes nothing but history. Thank you.
Advice from a Muslim mother.
How not to be a terrorist. Build no clocks. Build no clocks in case it ticks, exploding suspicion towards your faith. The small hand spinning on glory and fame, the bigger one highlighting the threat of your race. Do not stand. Do not stand too close to the edge of any platform where patriots derail you with their train of thought, push you hard onto tracks in mock crusader attacks, upholding British values, taking their country back. Do not say Allahu Akbar out loud in case your prayers are heard by those in the crowd who translate your words through the BBC News or CNN soundbites and Sky interviews. Read no academic books. Read no academic books or research online, global security or how extremism's defined. Unless you're middle-class male who happens to be white, don't question the policies that infringe on your rights. Carry no passports. Carry no passports, backpacks, shave all your beards. Don't be withdrawn at work or moody with peers. Ditch the hijab, your clothes and your skin. Wear your heart on the outside, prove there's no terrorist within. Only wear red, white and blue. Wear thobes and jilbabs in only red, white and blue and bleach up that skin or they're coming for you. At seaports and airports and all of your homes, don the Union Jack and red poppies to prove you're homegrown. Don't attend rallies. Don't attend rallies or protests, hold up banners for justice, speak out against the democracies we bomb into countries. Don't make friends with John. Don't make friends with a John, Boko or Michael, a Breivik, a Bush, a Blair or such psychos. Osama, Baghdadi, they're all just the same. Hashtag clearly that none of these are your name. Arm yourselves well. Arm yourselves well when they enforce shoot to kill. Use voice as your guns and divine love as your drill. Show patience when shelled. Be humble and kind. Us Muslims have been fighting terrorism for time. Get your facts right. Get your facts right that Boko, ISIS, Al-Qaeda combined make up 0.003% of 1.6 billion Muslims worldwide. So if media allows a specific agenda through, educate yourself with alternative news. Stand in solidarity. Stand in solidarity with all lives, not just those close to you. Weep for Paris, Nigeria, weep for Beirut. There are numerous countries mourning their dead while we borderize hearts, checkpointing others as them. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, take responsibility for none. Declare from the rooftops you represent one. Defy notions that terrorists with their bombs and their guns will cease to exist by an apologist's tongue. Thanks.
Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete? Proving nature's laws wrong, it learned how to walk without having feet. Funny it seems, but by keeping its streams, it learned to breathe fresh air. So long live the rose that grew from concrete when no one else even cared. You see, you wouldn't ask the rose that grew from concrete why it had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. We would all love its will to reach the sun. Well, we are the roses, and this is the concrete, and these are our damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Just thank God and ask me how. So ask me how it came to be that the seed of the rose was sown upon the harsh realities of concrete. Or ask me how it came to be that most ethnic minorities are raised in a place that is crazed in deprivation and poverty. You see, the rose is I and the rose is you. And this concrete is the hood that we're forced to live through. This concrete was systematically formed by policies and unjust laws pressed upon the face of the poor by those in power, living blissfully and aware of the terrors that besiege us, the flowers. The concrete is hard, the concrete is cold. Once cemented in the mind, it's near impossible to remold. The concrete resides of single moms, raising Afro-Caribbean and British sons, praying their children ain't slain by the shady slums. If daddy's never there, I ask you, what is little Junior likely to become? The concrete is a place where brothers reject the paper and pen to get emancipated minds, neglect their intellect, but respect the pen only when it's a consequence to crime. The concrete sees poverty and tries to make us poorer. No wonder we get socked by the bookies on every street corner. The concrete resides of many unemployed, deemed unimportant, so chances for change are shortened. We're shortchanged and still enforce chains. Recipients of a welfare state designed to keep the poor depraved, unable to challenge the corrupt displayed. Because how can you bite the hand that feeds the slave? The concrete's aim is to divide and rule. Keep the peasants fighting peasants so they remain above us all. If roses are red and violets are blue, we even divide the shrubs. In other words, violets are crips at war with the roses' bloods. More in common with your brother than what divides them. But the insanity of the concrete has done well to blind them. The concrete constrains, the concrete contains. The concrete tries to douse an inferno into a flame. The concrete conceals truth by conspiring lies. The concrete constructs hate, hoping our conclusion dies. The concrete condemns us for post-Cold Wars, but yet the concrete commends colonization, so other countries are forced to conform. The concrete's conditions are conducive of a consciousness constricted to cope. But if the rose could still grow from the concrete to reach the sun, then I guess in the rose there's still hope. The rose that rose from concrete, don't ask it why, just thank God and ask it how. So how? How could you still grow in an urban community when you're 5 times more likely to go to jail than university? How could you still grow when the oldest will teach the youngest how to sell bags of crack, sell weed, blaze zoots, handle the liquor, if not items jack, protect your ends with a loaded strap? You see the rose still rolls through the dirt and the mud. And the rose knew its worth through the hurt and the blood. Sweat and tears throughout the years. You see, the rose still had fears. The rose was scared rough. But Mummy and Grandma Rose would stay up and pray to God that the concrete wouldn't tear up the precious little seed that they were trying to rear up. But somehow, in the process of transformation, the rose realized that the reality of the concrete, aka hood, was not the fullness of life. That past the beef and the straps and the gats and the knives, that past the false ideas of being a man and internalized lies, despite the fact that the rose only grew up with gangsters to play the role of fathers, the rose did not belong in darkness. And the rose rose to a glorious light. Feeling rays of warmth penetrate dark clouds within his soul, the concrete cracked, and there he triumphantly stands, identified as a man, knowing that being comfortable with vulnerability is the ultimate strength. May the concrete crack at a legion of roses bursting forth, awakened by the truth that we are all roses, waiting to grow from the concrete. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds, for we are the roses that grew from the crack in the concrete. Thank you.
That was great. Tonight I was just coming to spectate, but seeing as it's been so inspirational so far, I was going to do a quick jam with the band and a quick freestyle, so we're going to waste no time and get into it. Yes. Thank you for sharing this moment off the top, cause you just know I'm chosen. Yo, it's golden. Open your souls and just let it in. Every word that it is, just know that it's poetry. Yes, we're flowing, yes, these vibes are so nice. Yeah, I'm liking these keys and I like it every time. It's my mind, yes, I wanna sing it. Yes, Nick, remember me from college, yes, when I'm singing this, drummers on it. Yeah, the drummer wants to know, cause I know about this, and I know we're leading home every time that we grow our souls with words that we know, coming from this, we're in the zone, like, yo, how do you know? Move the mic stand, cause it's one mic now. One mic, I can't stand 1 minute, cause I'm dropping. What it is I'm doing, I'm feeling this, cause it's proper. Yes, man, I never drop off. One mic, one stand up for the things and the topics that bring you to the top of this, cause I'm just saying what it is and what is fulfilling prophecies. I've got like 30 seconds to go till we get to the second part, but stay tight. Yes, man, let that flow, let the rights come right and come flow and come home. This is contact the world, contact the universe, contact home. E.T. said home 3 times cause I feel so comfortable to open my soul with all of your souls. Yeah, thank you. This is no antic, this is no semantic. I'm just feeling this pressure cause I'm just saying what it is and everybody's detonating. Cause if you want to talk about topics, then basically everything that's happening, I need to call it here. But when they're attacking, I'm just saying we see it clear cause they're attacking what it is, it's time. Yes, man, it's life, but thank you everyone that's inside. Thank you.
Let's hear it for all the open mic spots. Let's hear it.